Hello everyone. Today we'll see how we can create Windows Server in Microsoft Azure. So this is my the first login homepage screen of my Azure portal. Go to the search bar and select virtual machine. Here I'll get the virtual machine in the search result. So select here virtual machine. This is the page where we can see all of our virtual machine already created. As of now, there is a no virtual machine is created. So I click on add. When we click on add, we can see here two options. One is virtual machines and another is a start with the preset configuration. So we'll be selecting here virtual machine. Okay. In this page, we need to provide the basic information like my virtual machine type, image, and my subscription. So I'll select here my default subscription as a pay as you go. So you need to select this value based on your subscription. In the resource group, I'll be selecting as a test RG. Here you need to provide the virtual machine name. Okay. In the region, I'm selecting here East US. Availability options, I'm selecting no infrastructure redundancy required default value. And the image, we need to select the Windows Server. Okay, I'm selecting here 2016 data center, and my size option is standard, and it's like a 1 vCPU and 2 gigabytes of memory. Under username, provide the admin account detail. Provide the password to login. Make sure you meet the minimum requirement for the password, and the confirm password and the password should be the same. Now here we want to open the port for public. Uh, Make sure if you are in a production, you should select the value none. But this is a training. I'm selecting allow selected port, and in the drop down, I'm selecting RDP, which is at port 3389. Licensing, I'll be selecting here no. Next step is disk. If you need to attach any external disk here, you need to go here and select the type of the disk and encryption type, and click here create and attach a new disk. But as of now, we are not creating any or attaching any additional disk, so I'll be putting whatever is default here. So next section is a networking. In the networking, we need to provide the virtual network. So I'll be selecting here the test RGVNet, and the subnet is the default subnet, and the public IP is Windows Server IP. NIC security graph should be the basic, and the public inbound port should be allow selected port. Here again, I'm selecting the RDP 3389. Accelerating networking, I'm selecting as a default off, and place the virtual machine behind the existing load balance. I'm selecting as a no. On the next tab, management, we need to provide the basic monitoring detail and the identity management if you need to attach this to any active directory. So by default, I'm selecting all of the values as a off. Next tab is advanced tab. Under as advanced tab, we need to provide the details of the agents if we want to install into our VM. Also, we need to provide here what kind of a generation we want. So I'll be taking whatever the default is here. Under the tag section, we need to provide the tags. Okay, I'll be writing here, say for example, department, and the value is HR. So it means whenever billing require is come up, we can identify, okay, this VM is belong to the department and the name is HR. So this is very useful information while billing. Next step is review and create. So we need to review all of the information here and hit on the create button. It will not take much time. First, it will validate all of the parameters, and then once we pass through with all of the validation, it will create a virtual machine. Okay, our deployment is complete. Now we have to go to resources to validate a couple of the things. Now status of my VM is running, and this is my public IP of the virtual machine, and this is my private IP of virtual machine, and this is my subnet, and this is like a basic sizing information whatever we have selected while creating the virtual machine. So looks good. Now we have to hit to the connect option to connect to the Windows server. I'll select here RDP, download RDP file, and hit on connect. Okay, once your good connection is fine, you'll get this screen. Hit yes. Now our virtual machine is starting up. We are here, you can see the public IP of our virtual machine. Okay, this is how we create a virtual machine. Now once our testing is done, virtual machine is created. If you are using a training account or you are doing your learning purpose, make sure you stop and delete the virtual machine here. So click here delete, and also we need to make sure we need to delete our public IP as well as the disk. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video.